Hey guys, I think I said in the last video that we would be putting in some clips of things that we've been doing to pass time during this quarantine, but I just really wanted to get this video out before the weekend, so those I promise will be in the first video of next week. And if you're looking for some time to kill, we did actually post some things in the first video I ever did with our Life of Christ class, so if you are really interested, it's back in those. If you really want to laugh at how super cringy Mr. Elstock was. I have gotten a little bit more used to the camera, so maybe these will be a little bit better quality, maybe not as corny, but I think that class enjoyed it and a few others that have seen that. But nonetheless, in this video, I also think that I said we're going to be doing arms in this video. Well, scratch that. We're going to be doing legs and footwork today, actually, because I think a lot of us missed out on what would usually be maybe our spring soccer season if we play for the county. And so we've been lacking in some foot skills, and we were going to do some of that in the PE class in the spring. Fortunately, did not get to do that. So we're going to be doing some footwork drills because a lot of us, maybe we've been doing some stuff around the house, but not really moving our feet as fast. And maybe our ankles are getting weak or just a little bit slower. So we're going to be working on that. But first, let's get on the baseline and let's stretch. Do our typical stretches at first, just a couple of them anyways. We're gonna lean this way, lean into our right, just so we can feel on the inside. Keep this leg straight, don't bounce. Okay, and then let's switch. Lean into my left, probably your right. Keeping my knees straight, so I'm feeling right in there. And then if we want to, we can go all the way to the ground, without bending our knees, touch the ground. Okay, and back up. And we're just doing mainly our legs and feet today. So we're gonna continue doing a few extra leg stretches. And so first, let's just pull our foot back if we're doing stationary. Stretch our quadricep right here. Also works on balance, which is a thing that we're working on today as well. And switch. Typically, these are the best stretches to do. There are other things that we can do, but again, we're talking about limited space that we have. So we're gonna do a little bit of stuff that we can do just in small space. So the next one, we're gonna just bring our knee up, cross just a little bit, and kind of twist our torso just a little bit against that direction as well. So then I'm going a little bit higher, twisting as well, and then I'm gonna start kicking actually. Okay, maybe a little bit more flexible, Mr. Elstock. You can get your feet up a little bit higher. Okay, that way we're just opening up our hips a little bit, stretching those out, and then we can do a little bit of high knees if you want, but we're gonna move on to our ankles, so we strengthen our ankles, because if we're not running, we're not turning and cutting like we usually are with activities and games that we play PE, those may be getting weak. So we're gonna start, some of you have already done this before, but we're just gonna walk on our tiptoes as high as we can. Okay, we're stretching our ankles there, front part of our ankles, and go back and forth a couple times. If you have longer space, you only do it one time. And then we're gonna try to walk on our heels, okay, as much on our heels as possible. And now we're strengthening and stretching back out the back of our calves, our Achilles. Those usually are some of the worst injuries that you can have. So you might want to do that a couple extra times. Okay, we're not bouncing on them, we're not running on them, we're just stretching them out a little bit. Okay, and then we're gonna walk on the inside of our ankles, okay? Look really weird, like a monster or something, but trust me, these things work. Division I athletes work do these all the time, as weird as they look. Okay, strengthening your ankles. And then we're gonna do the outside of our ankles. This one may be a little bit easier for most of us. The inside is actually really difficult, especially depending on which pair of shoes you're wearing, you know, how the soles are. And make sure your shoes are tight for the activity that we're doing today, because you don't want your ankle to be slipping in those. A lot of the shoes nowadays are like these right here, where there's not a lot of ankle support, so when you're turning or moving forward, they can't really catch as well, and it may cause a little bit more of a sprain than maybe other shoes would. So, kind of done with our stretches there. What you're gonna need is just about 4 or 5 pieces of paper, if you can. Make sure that if you're in one of the younger classes, you ask your parents which paper you use first, so you don't see paper messed up that they're planning on using. If it's all homework maybe that you don't need anymore, maybe that's an idea. All right, so we're gonna lay them across in a row, and let's see. my first one right here. And here's the thing, there's lots of different ways that we can do to make this harder and make it more advanced. Okay, so one way could be instead of laying papers this way, lay them this way so you have a farther distance to go. But I'm just gonna do the most basic. I'm gonna tell you how to move up from there. That way our lower levels can see what we're doing. And then the higher levels, if you wanna do something more advanced, you can make those changes. So I'm gonna leave a little bit extra room here. Usually what we want to do is we wanna leave just a little bit more than our foot length in between the pieces of paper, because we don't want it to be super easy where there's no chance of us stepping on the paper. We want it kind of tight, but I don't really feel like tripping over this lip right here on camera, so I'm gonna make it a little bit wider right here. And then go a little bit more than foot length right there. Try to keep it in a straight line. So I have 5 pieces of paper. If you want to do 6, that might be better. Okay. And I still want this close enough that I don't break my leg open right there. Start moving all over the place. So mine might be a little bit more spaced out than yours. But again, you may have to adapt as well based on what you have at your house, what you have outside. So these pieces of paper are acting like cones. Okay, so if you've done some soccer footwork skills before, like we do in varsity soccer, sometimes JV, and what we do sometimes in PE, is we're trying to work on our balance while also working on our agility and speed, okay, and our focus on how to use our feet, okay, because we can all use our feet well. Sometimes we have to train our brain how to move them correctly, though, and that takes some repetition. So each of these we're going to do 3 times. We're going to start by doing both feet at a time, and we are all of these we're going to start out by going slow just to get the movement down, and then we'll pick up the pace. Okay, so just as an example, we'll go through both feet together, jumping off both feet, and landing on both feet. I don't want to land flat foot, I want to land on the balls of my feet. Okay, so that's about right in here. I don't want to jam my foot down. Okay, and then if you want to do more advanced, then when you're done going through, instead of walking back, just turning, go back again. This dress like I already messed up that piece of paper. But if you just want to do it 3 times through, then when you finish, just walk back and start again. So we're going to do these 3 times through, both feet together. And then we're going to walk back. We're doing the basic level here. And remember, we want to pick up the speed every time we go. This last time we go a little bit faster. In order to go faster, you may have to jump a little bit lower as opposed to just jumping high. You want to jump lower so you can hit the ground faster and jump off the ground faster. So we've got both feet. Now we're going to do one foot. We're going to start with our right foot. Okay. Again, this is going to help with our balance. And when we start going this way, that's why we do those ankle exercises, stretch it out so we can move like that. And remember, we want to balance on the balls of our feet, not on flat foot. Okay, and this one, you gotta be really careful that when you have your finish line, there's not something that you could hurt yourself on right there, okay? So if you need to take a piece of paper out to give yourself more room in case you have to catch yourself, then do so. That's 2. So this time I'm gonna go through pretty fast, little jumps. Okay? And remember, you older kids, you probably just want to go there and back a few times. You don't want to walk all the way around every time. So now we're moving our left foot. Takes a little bit more thought for some of us. Pick up the pace a little bit. And last time, go pretty fast. Alright, and back to the starting line. This time, I'm going to jump both feet together, but I'm going to go sideways. And I'm going to start with my left foot being the lead foot, as we call it. Okay, it's leading the direction. So feet together, left foot leading. Try your best not to step on a piece of paper. Move faster. And what we don't want to do is we don't want to just be jumping to the side like some of us do when we do cones. We kind of cheat a little bit. And if we were actually jumping in the line, then we actually jump in the cones. Make sure we're jumping over the piece of paper. Okay. So now we're going to turn around, or you can start from the other side. And we're gonna jump with our right foot leading. So our right foot now is the one going in that direction. Both feet together, remember? Trying to land them both at the same time. Jump at the same time. And then last one, a little bit faster. Just a little bit lower. We'll leave it on that. This time, I'm gonna do the same thing. My left foot, but instead of having both feet together, I'm doing one foot at a time. So let's do left foot. This one takes a little bit more balance on it. Because if you're jumping too fast and you don't have control, your body weight's going this way, and obviously you don't want to fall over. And last time. And then our right foot. Probably a lot stronger for most of us. And last time. Alright, so we've done both feet forwards and sideways. You older kids, if you want to, you could then practice going backwards as well. Or you younger kids, if you think you can do it as well. So when I go, for instance, if I right foot this way, we pause, and then come back. Pause, not switching feet yet. Whew. Like that. There are lots of varieties and ways that we can do this. Exercise, groups of exercises. Okay? And all you need is a piece of paper. So you can go backwards with all of them, go forwards, go sideways. Now, instead of jumping over the cones, we're going to go around the cones. Okay? So I'm going to do, if you remember, foot fire, okay, small feet. So instead of doing big feet like this, okay, because this is really hard to judge that we're doing it correctly with pieces of paper, because we could just be going over the paper. We're going to just keep our feet low to the ground and keep them fast. So we're doing this. Remember, we're trying to put our feet as many times as we can on the floor. As many times as we can. We're working on our feet moving fast and changing direction pretty quickly, okay? 3 times. Remember, we're trying to do all these at least 3 times. More advanced, you can do it a little bit more, you can do it back and forth instead of walking back. All right, so now let's use just one piece of paper. All right, so for this one, we're just going around this one piece of paper, this one cone. I'm going to do first, some of you have done this with the baseline before. It's a little bit harder when it's wider than the baseline, okay? So we are going to jump side to side, both feet. And start out nice and slow. Get our rhythm down, and then we can pick up our pace. Almost like we're skiing. Just make sure that we're not stepping on the paper, and we're not stepping up here. We want to use control, and we want to land to the side, both sides of the paper. This time, let's do front to back. Okay? You can do these however long you want. 30 seconds is probably a good time. We're trying to land your feet, move the paper. Now I'm going to stop because I keep moving the mat. Alright? 30 seconds again is a good number. This time, let's hop all the way around, both feet together. Ready? All 4 spots, all 4 sides. It takes a little bit more precise thinking as opposed to just going in a circle. We're going to go side, front, side, back, side. Okay, ready? It's harder to jump around the box than we thought. This time, we're going to do our 1 foot. You ready? Over and over, over, over. Faster, 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 faster. Okay, and then we could switch feet. Just as many times as you want. Remember, try to land on the balls of your feet. Okay? And we can do that all the way around. You could do it front to back, side to side, just like we did. Lots of ways to make this more difficult depending on your skill level. Those of you that have been playing soccer for a while probably could do the more advanced of these exercises. Those of you that soccer is not your specialty, this is a good way to help out your footwork, because footwork is important in a lot of sports. Sometimes you don't think about it being important in baseball or basketball, but they're just as important in those sports as they are in soccer. And then, if you want to, in this week's, the second video for the lower elementary, we played a game that used some more leg workouts. We did some squats, and it's just, throwing water socks or a ball or water paper in the trash can in different spots. But you have to do 10 squats at a time. If you want to space that out longer than we did in the video, that's great. But it's maybe something you can do with your siblings at home. See who finishes first. So that's a short activity that we did with the lower kids, lower elementary. Maybe something you can do if this wasn't tiring enough for you. Trust me, doing at least 30, 40, 50 squats, air squats even, just this, will wear you out. But you think so or not, maybe you feel fine until you take that first step or two down the stairs. Then you start to feel it. Trust me. But that's it for this week. Again, next week, we'll do those videos I was talking about, just sharing what we've been doing during the down times of quarantine. And then also, we'll be doing a little bit more arm stuff this time. And then we'll do 2 videos next week. And then we'll see you periodically throughout the summer. This Tuesday, if you did not get the email, we're calling it a drive-by for school. So when you come and get your trophies, end of the year trophies, or your yearbook, okay, a bunch of teachers can be there, just say bye and all that kind of stuff for the summer. That's all next Tuesday, the last week of school, and then last day of school is next Friday. So hope you guys are staying healthy, staying fit. Hopefully this stuff is helping you out, giving you a little bit more exercise, and we're just staying inside. And hopefully it's nice enough that we can start doing stuff outside as a family, as friends, and things in the near future. And I hope to see you guys in the next video.